Hey guys, this is Arbitrary 20. Today we're going to be playing with the Expanse RPG. Now, the Expanse is a sci-fi book series and TV show written by James S.A. Corey, and they released the role-playing game that their books were based on. And we're going to try it today. It is based on, thank you, it is based on the AGE, the Adventure Game Engine. And so we're going to be playing it today. Now, everyone here has played D&D 5e before. And so the main differences are that you only use 3 dice the entire time. As far as I know, I'm like 90% positive you're never actually going to need any other sets of dice. It is only 3 d6s. Everything is based completely on that. The biggest one is that there is a drama die. Now, this drama die is going to be different from the other two, and it is going to determine how well you do. If the target number is 11 and you roll a 12, congratulations, you succeeded, but it depends on the drama die as to how well you succeed. If you roll a 1 on the drama die, yes, you succeeded, but maybe not very well. If you roll a 6, even though you just barely got that 11, you're still going to do way better than someone who got 1. Does that make sense to you guys?
Yeah.
Okay. So what that's also, every time you roll doubles with any of your 3 dice, anytime you roll doubles, you're going to generate what are called stunt points. Okay, now stunt points do exactly what you think they do. They let you do stunts. Now, there are some handouts that are in the center of the table, and these are going to allow you to look at the stunts that you can do. Mainly, this is going to be used in combat. However, this is not a combat-heavy campaign or system. It's much more for role-playing and other things. We're still going to have plenty of combat, guys. I know you want to do some spaceships. Not today. That's a little bit too much info on the first game. But there are some stunts you can do in basically any time. You have infiltration stunts. I don't think we're going to do any of that today, but we might. Investigation stunts, there's exploration stunts, and of course, combat stunts. It's not so much like you do a barrel roll, but it is things like, well, maybe you just knock somebody prone, or I'm literally looking at a list here, maybe you duck and weave or you take cover, stuff like that. Okay, so does that make sense to you guys?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, so this is the first session, so it's going to be a little bit rough here for a minute while I figure it out.
Question. So you said doubles, does that include the drama die?
That does include the drama die.
Cool.
I wish we were sponsored by that.
What about triples? Do triples also count?
Like what face?
I don't believe there's anything about it in here, but as a homebrew rule, if all 3 of them are the same, I'll give you 2 extra stunt points.
Oh, okay.
Trust me, that's a lot. Okay. The highest stunt that you can do is 5 points. Stunt points must be used in the encounter in which you earn them. That is a thing. So they must be used in the encounter that you earn them in. You cannot carry them over from an encounter to another encounter, but you don't have to use them right away. You can save them for another time.
Okay.
Does that make sense to you guys?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to describe the setting just a little bit for you guys. So this takes place in the year 2051. I'm sorry, 2351. 2351. And Earth has colonized Mars. It has also colonized the asteroid belt, Jupiter's moons, and Saturn's moons. There's a little bit on Uranus's moons and perhaps even Neptune's moons. However, they're so far away that it's really not a thing. But Jupiter and Saturn's moons are some of the biggest in the solar system, and many of them have different things on them. For example, Titan, Saturn's moon, which is about the size of Earth, has lots of resorts on them for wealthy Earthers. So, as I just said, an Earther is someone who's from Earth. A Martian is someone from Mars. Well, and if you were born in space or around the asteroid belt in 0G, you are what's considered a belter. Tensions are high between these 3 groups. Martians seceded from Earth a few decades ago in a bloody war for independence and have proceeded to become a powerhouse in military technology. Earth has the most people and the most infrastructure. However, it is bogged down by overpopulation and the lack of natural resources on Earth at this time. Belters are the working class in this world, solar system, universe, whatever. They're the working class and are very downtrodden. They have no official government. However, the OPA, the Outer Planets Alliance, is trying to become that. They're a loosely cohesive group of cells, each one with a different leader. Some of them are focused on making the belt a better place for everyone, Belters, Earthers, and Martians. Some are terrorists, hell-bent on just killing everyone that they can who's not a Belter, or even just who doesn't agree with them, Belters included. Any questions?
Makes sense so far.
I've been staring at it this whole time.
Is this the part where I throw my laptop at it?
Okay.
I'm just like terrified it's gonna like jump down into John's hair. We're gonna have a bad time.
Turn into the forest, John.
Now, each of you has been added to the ADPR, the Atreides Disaster Prevention and Relief Company. The company is owned by Paul Atreides. Now, anyone who is into classic sci-fi will immediately recognize that name, and it's just because I couldn't come up with it. So, his name is Paul Atreides. He is the CEO and founder of the Atreides Disaster Prevention and Response Team. You guys make up the Dirt Squad Beta, the Direct Response Team Beta. So you guys are Dirt Squad. Congratulations. Beta, not even Alpha. Beta. There's another one better than you. All right.
I'd be like that though.
So, how about John? Why don't you introduce your character?
Okay. My character's name is Aldous Vonaro. How much should I go into? Like just everything?
Go into what you want.
Okay.
Where you're from, what you do mainly. You don't have to super go into your background. Maybe give us a little bit of information.
Okay. He is a Martian convict who was broken out by some kind of merchant group that thought he had good enough skills to work for them. He was previously in the Martian military before that happened, and now he's working on this group as a technician.
Very cool. Michael, why don't you introduce your character?
Alright, I am Logan Estrale. I had a origin, so I'm a Belter, and I had a background as a laborer. And I was middle class, I guess. You said we don't have to go super far into our backstory.
Say what you want, G.
Okay. I grew up on Titan, which is one of the moons of Saturn. And I owned a small rock hopping business with my family. Or at least my family owned it, and I was the son. That's how that works. And then, so I'll be joining this mission, or I guess this crew of people as the pilot.
It's the pilot. Angie?
And then I just now came up with the last name, but my character's name is Axel Garada. He's an Earther. His background is academic. He's middle class, and his profession was an investigator. And so I'll be joining this group as a investigator.
As an investigator, okay.
He's really interested in current affairs.
So we got an investigator, a pilot, and then what are you again?
A technician.
A
A
technician.
technician.
I think we're well-rounded.
We'll see what happens. All right, so
The worst that happens is we die.
There you
Made me a
go.
medic right before the game started, so
yes,
that's a good
I gave
sign.
this character a first aid kit, just in case. All right. Excuse me. Okay, so all of you find yourselves in a shuttle, taking you down to Eros, one of the asteroids in the belt. Eros is very much the scum capital of the belt. Where Ceres Station is bad enough, Eros is considered a slime pit. Brothels are on every single ring, and there is no place that isn't covered in ash and slime and just grossness. The Belters from there are considered the worst of all of the belt, and Earthers and Martians who go there rarely go by choice, and if they do, it's not for legal reasons. And that's exactly where Director Atreides is sending you today. All of you are just in the shuttle, and there is a hologram station in the middle between all of you. However, it hasn't gone off yet. All of you were told that Paul Atreides will contact you to give you the mission briefing while you're on the way. It's currently off. Is there anything you'd like to do?
So you said the hologram is off,
Yes.
and the hologram is
Automated. It will turn on later.
it's our communication now, right?
Mm-hmm.
To Atreides.
Yep.
Okay. Can I turn it on?
Well,
Would you like to look for a button, or do you just, what do you want to do here?
If there's a button, I'll look for it.
All right, Chief.
How about this? I'll just look for a way to turn it on.
You
Switches,
look for a
buttons,
few
and
moments. I would make you roll, but you look for a few moments, and like Paul told you, it's completely automated. And while there is a user interface, you're locked out of it.
okay, so he gets to turn it on when he wants to contact us. Okay.
That seems to be the case.
So all of you stand there operating each other for a few moments, staring at each
I was
other.
going to say one thing.
Go for it, Chief.
I want to. Well, actually, are weapons allowed here?
Weapons are allowed.
Okay. I want to make sure mine are
Eros is kind of like
loaded.
the Wild West.
Yeah, loaded, full on ammo.
They are loaded.
Okay.
All right. So after a few moments of sitting there awkwardly, the hologram terminal in front of you blinks to life. A image of the head and shoulders of Paul Atreides, a man whom all of you have met before, appears in front of you. The way that this 3D system works, the lights coming from the ceiling and the station in front of you, it seems as if he is facing each of you at the same time. After a few moments of making sure that the hologram is working correctly, he begins to speak, seeming to look at each of you in the eyes as he says so. Dirt Squad Beta, congratulations on your first mission. There has been an incident on the asteroid Eros, the scum of the belt. Protogen has hired us to investigate this incident. His image is replaced by a video screen that seems to, again, just show to each of you of a shuttle coming into the dock at Eros, and as it approaches, exploding. You see bodies sucked out of the docks before safety locks are closed, and it seems that it has taken out several of the space docks on the station. The ship that has been destroyed is called the Elantris, registered to a belter named Tina Cicerino. As far as we know, she has no OPA affiliations. Your job is to investigate what happened. Find the culprit and apprehend them. Make sure this does not happen again. As far as we can tell, there are 3 dead and 27 wounded. Do you have any questions for me? anyone with any needs.
And
Good
realize we can
question,
talk to this
Axel.
thing, but it's
Yeah.
just to us.
There's a reason that we hired. You guys should first question the dock worker at the time of the incident, which was 12 hours ago. We don't have any information on his name. Sadly, Eros is not run well. After you question the dock worker, review the ship's transponder logs. He should have them. Investigate the docks and see if you can find anything. If you can, apprehend the criminals. Do not kill them. However, what must be done must be done. There's a reason all of you were hired. You are some of the best in your field. Axel, I understand that you have been a detective for a long time. Some of your more high-profile cases impressed me personally. The ones that weren't covered in black ink.
Thank you.
I don't remember either of your names. Logan,
Aldous.
this is me, not Paul. He knows your name.
Who are you again?
I heard you.
Aldous.
You're the
Aldous.
best in the galaxy.
All this.
And he's-
I'm just gonna write
And
this.
he's
I'm
Logan.
You said you have military background?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, Michael's Logan.
Yes.
What's this guy's last name again? Paul.
Atreides.
How the heck do you spell that?
ATR.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
I called it A trades.
Aldous.
Hey, look, I did too.
I'm so lucky none of you are like super huge sideliners. Alright. You just be like, I know what's happening now. And you wouldn't, but I definitely used a name. Alright.
I was gonna look up the name to learn how to spell it, but I was
Don't
worried
worry
about
about
spoilers.
it.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Atreides is like a star.
So anyway,
Carry on.
Logan, I understand that you've been one of the best pilots of the Rockhoppers Guild. Hopefully you'll be able to show your skills today. Or I should say, I hope you won't have to. But if you do, I can't wait to see it. And Aldous. I'm interested to see what's in your skill set. Your background is quite interesting. I won't divulge any information you haven't allowed me to. However, I am very interested to see what you can do today.
Sure, it'll be worth your time.
I already know you will. Alright, do you have any more questions?
Not that I can think of. Do you guys have anything?
We have a location on the dude.
On the dude,
Yeah.
the dock worker?
Yeah. Dock worker.
Of course, Logan. The dock worker will be located at the docks. We asked some of the Star Helix police force that is already there to locate him and detain him. He will be at the docks, which will be the perfect spot for you to check the transponder logs and ask anyone there for any information that they may have. In this case, the Star Helix police force is owned by the parent company Protogen, in case you were wondering. And the CEO of Protogen, Jules Pierre Mao, is a good friend of mine, so please make me believe it. And I know you can. Alright, you guys will make landfall, asteroid fall, whatever it is. You guys will make it there in 1/2 an hour. Alright, without further ado, Dirt Squad, you got this. You might be Dirt Squad Beta, your alpha to me. Sorry, I can't say that word.
Thank you, sir.
Alright,
Was he the one in charge?
he immediately winks out. Before he starts laughing, he winks out.
The cringe overtook it.
The cringe overtook me, your GM.
Yeah.
Out of curiosity, he's the one who made like
Trying to
the
make
disaster
accents.
prevention squads, right?
Yeah, so he is the CEO of
And he was in
ADPR, the
charge.
company you work for.
And
And
he
he
was-
made all of it.
He's the one who made put together all the squads, right?
Yep.
You're alpha to me, okay?
So what does he say to Alpha?
Well, no, he's just that kind of guy. He just calls everybody else. That's my guess. I don't know.
Job.
Alright, you guys have a 1/2 an hour. What would you guys like to do?
Alrighty, so I guess we sit down. get ready to go over there, I guess.
I'm gonna go take a nap.
Yeah, I'll be back. I wander off. Okay,
Alright.
how long have we been on the ship?
What? Oh,
How
you guys
long?
have been on for maybe an hour.
Do we know each other?
Okay.
No.
No, okay.
Oh no.
So we're just
I
like,
figured-
Oh.
This
I
is
figured-
Dirt Squads. Alright,
Okay.
maybe I forgot to mention. This is
Okay.
your guys' first mission.
Okay.
Well, so,
As a-
but
as
we've
a
been on
group.
here for an hour, so like we at least know each other's names already, right?
No, you guys sat there awkwardly. That was the point.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
I thought that was like we just got on the ship. Okay, my bad. I'm not gonna take a nap.
Yeah, and you guys sat there for an
Okay.
hour, and I was like, all right, well, I guess you just sat there.
I didn't think. Okay, I was confused.
Maybe I said
well, in my defense, this is my first mission. So,
I'm sorry, I'm bad at accents. Or I can't.
Do what you want, Chief.
Okay.
I'm trying this accent. It's hard.
Same.
I've been
Here's
practicing for like 2
Here's
weeks.
the thing about Belter. Just go nuts, Chief.
That's what I'm doing.
Look up a Belter translator if you want, and just go with it if you want to just talk in a fucking different language. Like,
I've been trying to get it. I don't even know what I'm doing with this accent. Like sometimes I
Culture
get
is so weird.
Scottish out of it.
I have a
Sometimes
translator up on my phone for later. So,
Okay, I'll play with it. This is only session 1, so
all right. So, would you guys like to introduce
I
yourselves?
guess so. This is-
Do some
we
role
did- we
playing.
didn't already do that.
well, I am.
She's switching real bad.
I guess we should introduce ourselves. I'm Logan. Logan Strale. I come from Titan.
Nice to meet you, Logan. Name's Aldous.
All this. Very nice.
I'm definitely gonna forget both of those. It was like Logan Pastrami or something.
Pastrami.
I'm
It's
sorry.
Italian.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm not gonna remember all that.
It's pastrami.
It's pastrami. Logan Pastrami.
Now, is all of this in character?
Yes.
Yes.
Cool.
No,
Well, I don't know how
I
much.
didn't-
can't
I
even
didn't
remember.
think the pastrami part was
Yeah.
in character.
Was it?
Huh?
Was that in character?
I'm in character
Oh,
when I'm doing the voice.
I know that you are.
Yeah.
Angie's not doing a voice, so I don't know whether or
I'm
not she's in
sorry. I'm
character.
terrible at this. I was
Hey,
It's
man,
okay.
it's okay. It's
Not
okay.
good
We all
at
suck
playing,
at different
but-
things. I also suck at voices, so you're just gonna get variations of the same one.
I'm trying. That's all I can say.
Pastrami.
Pastrami. I don't even know how to react to that, like on a player level as well as a like actual character level.
It's funny because he's supposed to be academic, and so like he should know better. But names are his.
All of you get a kind of a ding on your personal hand terminals. This is the equivalent of a smartphone.
Okay.
And all of you get a ding with all of the initial information that Paul just gave you. You get the
A reminder.
Yes, you get the time of the incident, which was 12 hours ago. The ship, called the Elantris. The registered owner, Tina Cesarino. And that's it.
I don't know how important
At the
that
bottom of
name
the
is.
message,
The ship exploded.
At the bottom of the message is a good luck from Paul.
Wow.
Can
Thanks.
we reply to this?
It seems that
Is
we
it-
can.
Oh. I'm not going to.
Okay.
Full send, do it.
Just curious.
Alright. What would you guys like to do?
Well, I'm not sure how much of this is actually important, but obviously there's
I'd assume just the time. I don't think the name would be very important since the ship's gone. But
this is true.
I guess we just have to go down and figure out who the what's it called, the dock person was. Try and figure out as much as we can.
We should probably try to remember that name just so that way we can.
I just sent it to all of you
What?
Perfect.
on Discord.
Oh,
thank you.
thank you.
I figured you guys would want
I got a message from Paul.
that.
We should try to remember that name just so that way.
Accent's happening, yes.
Just so that way we can maybe tell somebody, see if they've seen anything, or learned anything about it.
Definitely.
Yeah, hopefully the cops were able to catch him and make it a lot easier.
That would. Then we could just walk in there, take it out, take them out, and leave. Collect the payment, move on with our lives.
Mhm.
After a few moments, you hear over the intercom of the small shuttle that you were in. Reverse thrusters, and the force around you immediately shifts.
Grab
As-
something.
As suddenly your weight is pushed harder against the seat that you're on. And after a few moments, you feel more than hear the ship hit something and come to stop.
Okay, so we're docking. Okay.
After a few moments, the airlock next to you, the light shines on it, and the inside door opens.
Am I fastened into my seat?
Make a dexterity check.
Okay, so that's just
3d6s.
3d6s. Just roll it as is. Okay.
All of us?
No, you guys were sitting.
Oh.
Or no, you got up, right?
I was gonna get up before we landed, but
Right.
I guess I
didn't
didn't,
move.
I didn't
So
get a
I was
chance.
curious if I was fastened into a.
Oh yeah, you guys were all fastened in. You guys don't have to worry about it.
Okay, so I don't have to roll for dexterity.
No.
Okay. Well, then I unfasten my seatbelt or whatever and get out of the chair and walk over with like a curious but rapid pace towards the door.
You guys open the airlock, and dirty, kind of dank, still air rushes into the shuttle as the air pressure equalizes between the shuttle and the station. You guys find the docks around you in complete disarray. The asteroid walls made of rock of scorch marks on them. Airlock doors are shut with wounded people all around. Crates of freight from different cargo ships are all scattered around. Their goods all over the place, mostly damaged beyond repair. The crying of the wounded and otherwise grieving people fill the air around you.
Do we see the supplies like immediately, or is it like further out?
It's like kind of a bit. The dock is maybe 300 yards wide and maybe 50 yards deep, and all along to your right, there's just supplies scattered everywhere.
Okay. Like immediately to my right?
Yeah, a ways off.
Okay.
As it gets closer to you and to your left, things are more and more remaining in place.
Okay.
I can't believe a ship did all this. Sign.
What would you guys like to do?
Can I investigate, or not investigate, can I just see how many people, like a rough guess, are injured?
You look and you see that maybe around 24 people are injured, maybe more. Maybe
Out
less.
of.
There are a few other people standing around, maybe 5 or 6 people seeming to treat the wounds around them. Most seem to be Belters, however, there are a few Earthers and possibly Martians among them.
Is it easy to tell the difference between an Earther and a Martian, or pretty difficult?
Earther and Martians, at first glance, are difficult to tell.
Okay.
However, once you talk to them, they're pretty easy to tell, and there are different effects based on where they are.
Okay.
I think it talked about this in the first episode that we watched, but basically, like, because they,
Yeah, the
especially
Belters
the
can't
Belters.
stand the gravity.
yeah, but they
So the
have, like,
Belters are very tall, thin, and kind of spindly. Earthers are more dense, kind of shorter, bigger, more muscled for the most part, and Martians are somewhere in between. Mars has 1/3 the gravity of Earth. Science. There's going to be a few science facts. Okay. That you guys just know.
yeah.
Your characters just know.
Also, like, I know that some of the Belters have some growth deformities because zero gravity.
Yep. Many times they're hunched over, fingers are longer and thinner, different things like that.
Yeah.
So what do you guys like to do?
Well, I would say that there's a lot of people here that are injured, but they're obviously being traded, so I think we should move on and go to figure out our job first. We came here for a reason after
Do we
all.
see any of those guards or police or whatever that were mentioned?
There are a few at each. There are 2 at each exit to the dock, from the docks.
Also, we're like right next to them because we just exited, right?
Well, you just came from a ship,
Oh,
so
Okay, so you
to
have to
go
go out.
deeper into the station, into the.
I have another question. Does anyone care that we're there? Like,
yeah.
is our no one's free?
No one notices.
No one notices.
Everyone is so busy with what happened, treating wounded, dealing with the aftermath, that no one even notices that you're there.
Let's get going then. Let's go find the guard.
So you said there was a guard at each end of this.
There are 2 guards at each entrance or exit from the docks into the deeper parts of the station.
Okay, I jog over to
There
the
may be
nearest
5.
ones and I motion for the other 2 to follow.
Okay, so we're going over the guards.
All right, you guys come up to the guards.
Well, how far away are they?
They're maybe 50 feet away.
On the way there, we pass any supplies of the broken or scattered supplies.
I'm going to say that there are a few crates around.
Can I, as we're walking by, look into them?
Yes. Well, they are closed, so you have to open them to do so. And they are all electronically locked.
Oh, okay, that's not the best idea then. Okay. Well, you said some of them were broken. Are there
If
any?
you'd like to make possibly a security check or maybe a hacking check.
Probably not for the closed crates, but didn't you say some of them were broken and scattered?
Yes, however, none of those are near you. So, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Or not on your direct path. If you'd like to
Okay.
go over to one, you probably could.
Well, how far off path is like super obvious? or-
It would be pretty obvious.
Okay, then I'll just go direct path.
Direct path then.
Doing great.
I understand what you're doing.
Yeah.
I think it's great.
I'm sorry.
Trying to get stuff for ourselves.
Alright.
He's like basically
Yeah.
an artificer, so he's in loose terms.
Alright,
He's trying
so
to
the
get stuff.
two Star Helix Protogen guards in front of the door that you guys approach are wearing simple uniforms, unarmored. Each of them has their arms crossed very menacingly, and they stare at you very, not angrily, but you can tell that they don't take any sort of nonsense from anyone. They're each wearing a white police uniform with a black tie and slacks, both of which seem to have holes in the pants, and their tie is kind of disheveled. One of them's buttons is done up wrong. No, they missed a button.
So they were in a rush.
They each have a security baton on their waist and a pistol in a holster at their belts. As you approach, they stare at you and do not say a word. What do you do?
Hello there. We are I think we were Dirt Alpha something. Dirt Squad Beta. We are Dirt Squad Beta. And,
disaster prevention squads.
Yes. Paul Atreides. Did you say that in character?
No, I was trying to remind you.
Oh,
Sorry,
okay.
sorry.
It's all good. I was just curious if you were saying that.
We were
I'll
told
start my
you
spiel again.
were told you were holding someone here for us.
They each look at you, and one of them asks in accented English, "What are you looking for?"
What?
A dock worker who we were told that witnessed the explosion of the Elantris.
Why should we tell you where this person is?
We're on a mission with ADPR. I don't know if you've ever heard of that.
I know not this ADP.
We're a disaster prevention and relief organization put on by Paul Atreides, as I was saying earlier.
What is this information worth to you?
It is our job. That's all we ask.
Make a. So now we are in what is called a social encounter.
All right.
So we're going to be doing some rolls.
Okay.
So Logan's been the one who's been talking for the most part. However, if you guys would like to say something, you guys will be able to. So in this case,
Does my attractiveness help?
What does it do?
I wrote down that everyone loves you.
Yeah, he has the attractiveness talent.
I have the
Yes, and
attractiveness
I
talent.
remember that you have that, but apparently you didn't write it. I don't know what the gameplay.
What does it do?
I
don't
wrote it
know what that
simplified. I mean,
Attractive.
attractive, yes.
It means that you can use the making an entrance social stunt at a second time at any point of a social encounter.
If I have this time.
And if an NPC could be attracted to you, their initial attitude is one step more favorable towards you.
Could they be?
There we go.
Alright. Alright.
I
If
got
I
it.
roll above a total of 9. Yeah, one of them is attracted to you. Congratulations.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, that's
Time
a good
to
I
looking
figured
Yeah.
I'd
man.
just
Yeah.
give it 50-50. Alright, one of them, a dark-skinned belter who stands a head taller above everyone else, his neck bending at a weird angle, seems to look at you slightly better than the other one.
Careless whisper plays in the background. Okay.
The one who has been talking to you, slightly shorter, lighter skinned, with a buzzed haircut, says again, "What is it worth to you?"
For us, it is, of course, money. This is our job, like I said.
I do not think you
Our
understand.
reputation, Mr. Atreides.
I do not care. What will you give me for this information?
This guy doesn't like me, right?
The one who's talking doesn't. The one who isn't talking to you looks at you slightly better, but they're pretty into it.
Oh wait, real quick, I
Were
don't know.
we supposed to give you something?
You do not know how it works here. You ask for information. I give you information. For money. Otherwise, you don't get information.
Are we broke?
Real quick, I forgot that I have the knowledge talent, which means I get extra information for everything. I don't know how that works.
Yeah, you guys really need to write down the specifics of these talents, guys. I don't know
Here,
what
can
they
I,
do.
can I see?
I did.
Sorry.
Well, I'm not very good at this thing
We
because I
were
wrote
in
for
a
the
rush.
for the
There's no problem.
carousing one. I wrote good at drinking, pilot, can do
Yeah,
things
that's
besides
not-
fly ship, attractive,
Sorry.
everyone loves you.
We're having a time.
Spot on.
What is it?
The knowledge talent.
It means that when you make a successful intelligence test with a knowledge focus, I'll give you an extra piece of knowledge. It means that you have to use a intelligence focus or a knowledge focus
Okay.
is what that means. Is you have to use a knowledge focus.
Okay.
You wrote down the
Can
specifics.
I write
John.
that down?
Yeah.
Yes, you write down if I use a knowledge focus,
Knowledge focus.
gain an extra piece of information.
Okay.
Okay. Now for perusing,
Give me a second.
when you're ready.
I'm gonna use the restroom while we're doing this real quick.
Okay. What is it?
So for the perusing, you, when making a tolerance test as part of an advanced test, you gain a +1 bonus to each roll of the drama die.
When making a tolerance test
In an advanced test,
and test, I gain. You gain what?
+1 to each drama die roll.
To
Maybe the
each.
shakedown would be easily understood. Apparently I was wrong.
To each drama die roll.
Yep.
That's all.
Yep.
Okay.
What's your other one?
pilot.
Okay, pilot. Starting up a vehicle is a free action, and driving and piloting tests are a minor action. A minor action is a bonus action.
So driving, you said?
Okay, so starting a vehicle
I got
is a
the start
free action.
It's a free action. I got that.
Driving or piloting tests is a minor action.
Okay. And then my final one is attractive. So that one is I gain something. +1 over everyone else.
Okay. You can use the making an entrance social stunt a second time. All the different kinds of stunts are there. And
More than once.
well, yeah. I mean, just a second time.
Okay. Okay, second time. Is that all that it says?
Here's the button.
If an NPC would be attracted to you, their initial attitude is one step more favorable.
Wants the light.
Interacts with me, their favorability
Mm-hmm.
is okay with me. Their what did you call it? Their what? Their track
Their initial attitude.
initial attitude.
Okay. All right. Now that we have that.
Okay, I did have a question. So, do I know anything about what it's like here? Like, is that actually how most people are here? Or
Yes.
is this guy just being...
I mean,
Okay.
you know that like it's definitely illegal and like not okay. Well, like people
Well,
do it.
Okay, but like everyone here is like that? I know that
Many people are.
most people are. Okay.
So what if in response we say like, how much do you value your job?
You say that in character.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. This is a social encounter. Roll for it.
So I gotta how am I naming off these
Okay.
numbers?
So you're gonna get a -1. So if you don't, so you're step 1. You're gonna give me the total.
Okay.
Now this person is standoffish to you. So
This is gonna be bad.
yeah.
Okay.
So they're standoffish. So you get a -1.
Okay. I got a 9.
You got a 9. Okay. He got a 13. So he looks at you and says, "Tell them, my director, you can find them."
I'll be right back.
And then I'm gonna walk off out of sight and get to another group of guards.
You took my action right out of the I was gonna do the exact same thing. I was gonna more flourish, but that was good. Carry on.
All right.
Do I easily out of sight find another group?
No, but yeah, you don't even have to go out of sight.
Okay. Well, I want to go out of sight so he doesn't see me.
Oh,
Can I distract him
All right.
while he does
Yeah,
that?
or that. Yeah.
roll stealth.
And can I distract him while he does?
What is
Yes.
what
you're
is-
gonna add a so you're gonna re-roll your lowest one because he's on.
Okay, is stealth dexterity?
Yes. However, if you don't have stealth as a focus, it's
I have
just
improv. Then.
You have improv.
Yeah.
Oh, then
Improvisation.
It means so basically how this works.
Well, I
is if
wouldn't be
something-
able to make it unless I didn't have
Yeah. So what it
okay.
means is if something is like you have to be an engineer to do this,
Yeah.
you can do it.
Okay.
If you have to be an artist, you have to have a particular focus to do this.
Okay.
You're sneaking. Everyone can try to sneak.
Yeah. So it's just dexterity.
I gotta say, I did another talent
You said I reroll the lowest,
Reroll the lowest.
so
It's
that's
intriguing.
7 total. Jeez. Plus dexterity,
Mhm.
9.
You got doubles on one though.
Oh, I did get doubles, and it's on
Yes,
And
so
one
you
of them is
generate 1 stunt point.
Nice.
one of the stunts for
You may
stealth.
choose to use an infiltration stunt.
Just becomes a box.
Seriously, please.
Okay. Yeah, I have the intrigue talent, which means I get to reroll deception rolls.
Mhm.
So I just don't know if that was important.
Have you made a deception roll?
No.
That's not
I'm
important
just
yet.
saying.
Right. So,
How does
Well,
What
yeah,
did
I
you
was
roll?
gonna say I rolled a 9,
a 9.
and then I
He
think
watches you the entire time.
I will if I get a +1, does he still watch me? Because I can do that with just a shadow.
Well, okay, if you use that stunt. Alright. So,
Okay.
Aldous steps back, and as Logan kind of steps in front of the Belters, talking animatedly, Aldous kind of steps back, and as they lose sight of him, he walks over to another set of guards.
I'm gonna continue with some dialogue to distract.
Alright,
Um,
would you like to keep talking to them?
yes.
Alright, what do you say?
What makes you think we have to go with just you? Why? You know, there's other people we could obviously talk to. Why are you so important?
Roll.
For
In this case, you're just going to add your communication score.
so 2 and 2 is a doubles with 6. So what is that? 10
10.
plus.
You may
Communicate
indicate if
if
you roll
12.
doubles.
That's
He has
12.
12 with
12.
doubles.
Cool. Then you may you generate 6 stunt points.
Oh, you generate stunt points equal to the dollar?
Yep.
Okay.
So this would be
What kind
infiltration.
of
Or
stuff?
This would be a social stunt.
is there
You can save them for later.
another card?
You may save them.
Okay.
Flip the card over to you.
Okay,
Your other
the other one.
I'm so lost.
There's 4
There's so
of
many
them.
cards.
This is a
Wait, those are different too?
general combat social stunts or attitude stunts. Is that what we're looking for? Okay.
Okay, there we go.
Shoot. You can do almost any. You can do everything on the list but that one because you got 6.
I could flirt with him.
It's your call.
Please flirt with him. That'd be
Right.
so
What
funny.
does it do? Roll communication, seduction versus your target's willpower, self-discipline.
Willpower.
As a simple social roll against the character whose attitude towards you is open or better, with a positive bend.
I
that is
don't, I,
not
don't, I
open.
don't think they're open or better.
Oh, dang. We're gonna use it at some point. I'm gonna flirt with somebody. I can't be attractive and not flirt.
We gotta use seduction at some point too. And have some interesting descriptions there.
Alright, what do you do?
Thing is, you gotta act up the flirting too.
I'll keep up with the good cop, bad cop roll, and I'll do the good cop, bad cop social stunt. So choose an ally to immediately make a test and seem in opposition to the one you just made with the same target. If they succeed, rather than garnering the usual results, they prompt the target to give up a secret you didn't already know.
Alright, so you are the only person still there.
Yeah.
So you must now make
So that
a-
was. Do I save? Does my. So is it just like all of that was spent, right?
Well, it depends. I don't know
Well, how much-
That was 3.
So
there's
you
still
have
3
3
left.
left.
Okay. And is there a place that I save this on
I
the
don't know.
chart?
Write it down. Make sure you just know.
Okay.
Alright, so
Mhm,
now
that works.
you must make. So now,
Yeah.
using good cop, bad cop, you must say something and roll against this guy.
Wait, so
And you're
is
gonna-
he playing bad cop?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you just have to say. You just have to disagree with him.
I asked him why we should go with him when there's plenty of other people around here that we could ask. And I did that to distract them from ours.
Yes, and you now must disagree with him, and you're gonna roll against this guy's willpower.
I'm gonna say he looks like a knowledgeable fellow. I'm sure he knows what we need.
11. You succeed, and he kind of perks up a moment, straightens his incorrectly buttoned shirt, and says, "Who are you looking for?"
To me?
Yes.
Okay.
Or, well, to her, actually. To Axel.
Not in character. Do we know the guy's name? Or is
No,
Okay.
we have the,
Alright. Oh, we don't have the name at this point, but
he was the dock worker.
we're looking for the dock worker
Ah,
that
yes,
saw this
the
whole
dock
incident.
worker.
Yes.
You may call your friend back over. He is...
Did I hear that? Because it hasn't been that long.
But yeah, you would be over at the other group. So, yeah, so while this was happening, you're over at a different set of guards.
Yep.
Split the party right off the
In this case,
Yes.
both of these belters are bald, with one of them doesn't have a tie at all. However, the other one is very properly dressed with much nicer slacks than the other one. The first, who doesn't wear a tie, has coffee stains and stains of other questionable substances on his shirt and slacks with holes in them. What do you do?
Let's see. Hello there. I'm with Mr. Paul Atreides, and I'm looking for a dock worker. You guys are supposed to be home.
A dock worker. I don't know if the one without the tie kind of scratches his neck, and you can see bone spurs on the back where his bones fused incorrectly. And he scratches the back of his neck and says, I don't know what you mean. And the other one looks at you and says, is this the dock worker from the
Ship explosion.
Ship explosion?
Yes, sir.
All right. I can give you his location. His name is Elias Mortinger. I'm Morgan. I
How do you spell that?
You guys don't know this.
Yeah.
I know.
No.
Elias Moore?
Morgan. However,
Sure.
I do not know where he is. That is a different division. However, that is his name.
Well, the name helps. Thank you. I'll ask around a bit more
We understand. You have a great day.
as well.
All right. What do you guys do?
And then I will walk back. Well, I didn't think of that. So I will walk
You didn't
back.
check.
I will walk back over to them.
All right. What do you guys do?
So we're still engaged with these guys, and the dude's
Yeah.
now willing to help us, right?
Hell yeah.
And the social encounter is over, so you've just lost all your stuff.
Okay.
Also, it's per encounter.
I could have used more of those. Oh well. So I can use stunt points at any time.
So that's an
right?
interesting. So did he in that situation? Did he have to choose one stunt to use, or could, since he had 6 points, could he choose one that cost 1 and one that cost 5 and use them at the same time?
Yes.
Okay.
Good to know. I'm glad that I learned that on an encounter that really didn't mean much to me.
Yeah,
So-
that's why I did that.
Good.
Okay.
Wow, we're learning. So what was the last dialogue that our dude said?
I will take you to it.
So you're with us now?
I'm assuming I'm coming.
Yes.
You,
Okay.
You guys are all back together
You
now.
see me come around the corner.
So this guy here, and I point to the guy that one of the officers, workers, guards, whatever. I'm talking to Alice. He said he'd take us to the director, I guess, of some type. Correct?
The dock
For the
worker. I'll
doctor.
take you to the dock worker from the explosion.
Thank you.
All right, follow me. He proceeds to walk out the door that he had been guarding. What do you guys do?
Follow.
Yeah. Follow.
All right, he leads you back around the dock.
This one I do want an insight check because this guy's.
All right, so
What
in
is
this
an
case, you're going to
insight
make a perception intuition check. Do you have the focus of intuition?
No, but I have
You're going to make a perception check. Improvisation is
Oh,
only
it's
if
only
something
if
is locked.
if it's locked.
Yeah.
This is not. Okay.
It's like me saying you gotta pilot a ship, and I'm like, you're not a pilot. That's when you use improvisation.
Okay, not bad. 11.
11.
Oh, plus 1, 12.
You're able to tell that he's pretty sure you're pretty sure he's not lying. He seems pretty sincere.
He's actually leading us to. Okay.
Yeah, he seems
Or at least he's trying to lead us.
Okay.
Alright, so he leads you back around the docks, and he leads you kind of into the right, back along the docks, but no longer in the docks. The area around you seems to be a market of some kind. There are no metal walls that you can see. All of the walls are just carved out of the cave, or out of the rock itself, the asteroid itself. The floor beneath you is made of metal and seems to be cracked in certain places and warped in certain places. The air is kind of filled with soot, and it kind of smells like you're in a wet, humid cave. Except that it smells like you're in one, but there is no humidity, you can tell. In fact, the air is very dry. He leads you back towards where you saw all of the wounded people, and leads you back into the docks, up a set of stairs, and into a kind of a station overlooking the entire docking area. A few more of these guards are standing in front of a belter who is much shorter than everyone else you've seen. He has black hair and black skin, and he seems to be wearing some sort of blue overalls and over some sort of jumpsuit that's covered in some sort of grime. He's kind of sitting with his feet planted on the floor, looking down at his hands.
Okay.
What do you guys do as you approach?
We should have come up with a plan.
Not really standing on shuffle our feet. No.
Is this the guy?
I have led you to the dock worker.
Thank you, sir.
How far away are we from the dock worker?
Maybe 10, 20 feet.
Okay, I walk closer.
Alright, you walk closer. As you walk, you're not attempting to be quiet. Your footsteps still kind of clump on the ground beneath you. However, he does not look up from where he's sitting.
You never told us his name, right?
Nope.
No. Okay.
On purpose.
What do you do? I should say, the security officer who brought you over to this area gestures to the other two, and all of them walk out of the room. The dock worker still does not move.
Oh, hello, sir. You're the dock worker, I suppose?
He looks up, and you see that his eyes are bloodshot, and his face covered in dirt with tear tracks. The only thing that could have been his face.
It's been a long night for you, hasn't it?
Go away.
Not before we get some answers.
Is this another one of your further investigations? You can clearly tell that he is drunk.
Nice.
Look, we just want to know what happened on the dock, and we were told that you might have the ship transponder logs.
The ship transponder. Yes, I can imagine that you know. Go away.
No. What if we don't want to?
Well, fuck off.
We ain't moving until we get answers.
All right,
So
y'all roll intimidation.
Nice.
I should say, you should roll communication, and if any of you have the, persuasion focus, you can have it.
2, 6, so 9.
15. Okay, good.
Oh, I guess plus
Should
2
I
on
roll
my
because I
thing.
haven't said anything yet?
You have not.
I got 11. Just kidding.
You got 11.
Yeah.
You got
15. Wait,
15.
plus what?
Oh, this is gonna be plus your communication, and the whole thing is -3.
Oh, okay. So
So
14.
8. Yeah. Is that -3 because he hates us or something?
Yep.
Okay. That's respectable. I would take a -3 too if I hate people.
No. Go away.
Are there still guards with us?
Nope. They're out of the room.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Okay. is he like tied to this chair?
No, he's just sitting in it.
I'm gonna pick him up
Yes.
and throw him
Yes.
back down into it.
Say, look, you better give us those logs.
No. Actually, I should say roll.
Just like your life to get a whole lot worse right now.
Roll bargaining.
And I'll finger my
Oh, you're gonna finger your gun
yeah.
here. All right.
That's what we're going to use. I'm going to grab my gun and kind of
All right.
twirl it around.
Roll strength intimidation if you have that for this. If not, just roll strength.
I have no bonus to strength. I should not have done that. I should have just stuck with communication. Oh, that's really good though.
Oh man.
Doubles
doubles.
and it's 16.
It's 16 and you got doubles.
And I got 5 in stun points.
Hopefully this works.
All right.
Well,
Let's subtract 3 from your roll.
Okay, so 13. But I want to, what about stunts?
Is that an attitude or what is that?
General social? I don't know.
Or is this combat or grappling? I feel like that'd be combat. You threw him on the floor.
I don't think it's combat yet. I didn't like think. I don't
Well,
know.
then it'd be grappling.
Well,
I don't know. Infiltration? No.
All right. So he's immediately going to use the patter stunt and just begins rapid firing words at you in Belter Creole, and you have kind of no clue what he's saying. So you
what is
must.
that?
It's a social one.
Oh, right here.
Yeah.
Oh, he rolled a 5 doubles?
You rolled a 6. So he's gonna. Yeah. So you have to make a empathy roll.
Hang on, wait. Oh, okay. If I used risky business, could I get him to tell us?
Maybe.
Well, I don't know if that's what that does. I'm kind of confused by the wording.
You're already at very hostile.
Yeah.
Like he's hot. Oh well, yeah.
Actually, reveals a secret.
Or significant.
They're already very hostile. He already really doesn't like you. I wouldn't say there's a point.
So it wouldn't reveal anything.
No.
Okay.
Sounds like there's not too much bargaining to be had.
Ooh. Okay. Could I do cast out? Give it a -2 to this stunt right here that he's trying?
Yeah.
Okay. That I will do.
All right.
So I will use 3 of my 5 for that.
Cool. So he's just gonna throw some words at you, and so you need to make an empathy roll. If you don't have empathy, it's just a perception roll. Versus
And he has -2 because of my stun.
communication deception. All right, we're at 12. What are you at?
Did you subtract 2 from
I
my
did.
stun? Oh, dang, that's pretty high. The roll plus, what is this?
It's just that. It's just your perception.
Okay. I only got an 11, so.
So he just rapid fires some words at you, and so whatever you're gonna do next, you're gonna fail it.
Okay. Well, does that affect the previous one?
Huh? No, whatever your next thing is gonna
Okay.
be. You generated a stuff point. You still lost.
Well, no, but the previous, where I rolled the 16 to intimidate him originally.
Oh, he's thoroughly he's thoroughly intimidated. However, he's still very hostile towards you,
Okay.
and he just confused you.
Okay.
And that was his response to being intimidated, was to just throw some words at you.
Makes sense.
All
You
right.
threw him on the ground, so now
Yeah.
he throws words at you.
All right, so he's on the ground, absolutely terrified, and you can see that his hands are clenching in his fists. What do you do?
Is that to everyone, or is that just to John?
Yes. Oh.
Okay.
Also not really like relevant at the moment, but I do have the inspired talent where everyone around me gets +1 willpower.
Okay.
Yes.
So if he tries to seduce us,
I don't know what willpower is used for. That's why I'm like,
seduce him.
Look, just let us know. Leave you alone.
All right. Roll bargaining.
Which I automatically fail.
Which
Because
you
see
automatically
the
fail,
past
yeah.
thing.
So he goes, I don't care. Just leave me alone. Or I'll call the guards back in, and I'll have them arrest you
Is there any
for attacking.
Is there any way that you could just tell us where the logs
How
are?
about
We don't really particularly need you to get. We just need you to tell us where the
You can
logs
tell
are.
us, or I'll tell you that you're the one who caused this.
All right, you guys roll intimidation, and you just roll communication.
Okay.
This is with communication or no?
No, just intimidation.
You go first.
Versus this guy.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm just rolling
So, okay,
communication.
so this is intimidation.
Okay.
So what did you roll, John?
12.
Okay. So you guys. Oh, it's plus.
I have 2 stun points left.
Bring the heat. What's on this encounter?
Is that in
Hopefully.
addition to your intimidation, to your strength as well? Did you add your strength?
Oh, I did not. I don't have strength though. So it's still 12. But hang on. How does that work? And another thing.
What?
How would I make a second test for this?
Which one? And another thing?
Yeah.
I'm not even seeing. Oh yeah. Yeah, you can just do it again.
Oh, so I can just roll again?
Yeah, you could just be like, and another thing. You're a piece of shit. Like, it's intimidation. You could just do it again.
So it's basically disadvantage.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, do I have to use the new roll? Or do I?
No, it would just be the higher one. Or no, it would be the second one. Sorry. You get a second chance, basically.
Well, the first one wasn't that bad then.
You're at 12 versus now an
Well,
11.
he didn't tell you. I rolled it when he said I would choose, but
Oh, sorry. Yeah, you would take the second
I
one.
wouldn't do it then. Because it's already
Alright.
above average. So.
It's your call.
But what did the other do? Impress. Oh, I could just spend the 2 on the first one, impress, and then get a +2, right?
Yep.
Okay, I will do that. So it's a
Alright.
14 now.
Cool. He's suitably. What did you say?
Did I say?
That's the problem.
I told him that he can tell us, or I'll tell the guards that he caused this, and they can deal with it.
He goes, just go to the terminal over there, and I'll put in the password, and it'll give you all the information that you want.
Do I need to roll for my thing, or did his succeed enough that I don't?
His succeeded.
Okay.
as he walks over, he says, "Yeah, okay. The ship is the Elantris."
Yes.
He types it in and hits enter, and immediately the ship seems to pop up on the screen in front of you, and a whole bunch of information is read out from it. What do you guys do?
Thank you.
What do you say?
Well, thank you for that. I'll leave you alone now.
One last thing. Is there a way we could get a printout of this of some form?
Printout.
It's like screenshot of
Oh, yeah.
the terminal.
Yeah. I'll just send it to your terminals, and he just makes a sweeping
That's
motion.
why
and just eats it. So
I don't know the terminology.
Sorry.
Stupid shit. Okay.
That's all good.
All right. The transponder logs send.
And that's everything we would need.
That's everything from the transponder. Yes.
That's everything that we can possibly know.
Yep.
Okay.
From the transponder list.
Well, that this guy can give us. Right?
And
You haven't asked him any questions.
No, we just threw him on the floor. So, what is on this transponder list? This is me asking you.
I don't know.
No. Oh,
I think you meant DM.
Oh,
Yeah,
me?
DM to like what is
All right. So,
what is
it?
it?
so the ship was the Elantris, as I've been saying. It's a shuttle built in 2321 by the Transport Union. It was registered as a transport shuttle for short trips on 2345 by Tina Casarino. It went on short trips to and from big ones, most days until 3 days ago. Which was the last date of any sort of leaving from the station was 3 days ago. The transponder logs show that most of the time there was one member of the crew and several passengers per trip.
I'm gonna grab him before he goes back. I'm gonna say,
One more thing. Did you see anyone or do you know anyone that could be involved with this?
Make a persuasion check.
okay, that's communication, right?
Yep.
Not good. 10. Well, it's okay.
Are you writing your stuff? Or your
Yeah.
sheet? Okay.
9 plus 1.
All right. You guys didn't roll very good on those ones.
I got the one kush roll.
Do you have any idea where Tina is? Or have I not gotten to that? Sorry, out of
I
character.
assume she's dead because her ship exploded. But
Is she?
Could've
Sorry, I
found
just
shit.
like genuinely like out of character. Like
So he says, "Look, I don't know anything. All I know is the OPA does shit like this. The OPA, they've done this. Amy Austin, that's her OPA. That's her shtick. She blows up ships and
what's the name?
Amy Austin.
Can't understand the last one.
Amy Austin.
Awesome.
Awesome. Okay.
And nah.
I don't remember.
No.
I'd appreciate it if you just told me that.
He's gonna use stunt points to
He still has more. That's right. You gotta say it.
yeah. Dude, he still has like 7.
Oh my god. We're rolling terrible. He's rolling insane. It's like last time. I rolled the same. You guys
I'm-
rolled terrible.
I'll make you an offer. You give me water. Your water ration. And I'll tell you what I know.
Do I easily have one? This is out of character, but like, do I have? We have extra.
Everyone is
We're like,
allotted a water ration when they enter the station.
okay. Are we allowed to purchase additional, or no?
No.
Well, that's basically that's basically just going without water for a day, right?
So, for those of us who don't know, water is incredibly scarce in the belt and is more precious than gold. So, it's very much like yes, there are credits and there's money, but water is incredibly valuable.
Gladly, hold it up. It's the name.
That's not, okay, we wouldn't hold it up. It'd be more like you go to a terminal
Oh,
and be like,
okay.
here I'm gonna use, like go to a faucet.
Oh,
and, like,
okay.
turn it
Well,
on,
whatever it
and
is,
use
but
your-
yeah.
So you agree is the big thing. This is okay. But the ship went out every day. The electricity went out every day. So 3 days ago. And it skipped 2 days. Never done that. Never did. This Casarino, she was insane. She never stopped. So 3 days ago. And then
I never stopped. You mean she worked a lot?
every day. And I will say, it wasn't a big ship, but that ship should have killed a whole lot more. Explosion from that ship should have wiped out like half the time. And only 3 people were dead. There was an alarm that went off right before. No way anyone could have known. But an alarm went off.
How long before?
Like 3 minutes.
3 minutes before the
Like 5
explosion?
minutes.
So it's some notice.
Like 4 minutes.
Was the alarm just a general alarm? Or specifically
It was
for
a
this?
general alarm. It was a evacuate.
Vacuum
An
alarm.
evacuate.
Okay. Alright.
I want the water.
So I'm giving you the water for the day. Just one more thing quick. The crates out there, right? They stacked up from the explosion.
I am a legal dock worker.
Any of them got
Weapons. So I'm gonna be super quiet when I say that.
Anyone got weapons?
Well,
No.
That Inception.
Maybe have weapons.
Jerry.
You can make an you can make it into a perception intuition check to see if he's lying.
If he actually knows or
If he actually knows.
11.
11. You can tell that he's drunk and either doesn't know or is
Yeah,
just
so-
kind of drunk about it. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for your time. Sorry to have to intimidate you.
And then I'll take him over and I'll dispense the water for him.
Alright, and he immediately drinks it. He drinks about half of it, and the other half he runs through his hair. And you can see that, like, stuff comes out of it, like ash. Like, he hasn't washed his hair in, like, days.
Jeez.
Nice. I feel like that sometimes.
Alright, what do you guys do?
A nice hard pat on the back and then walk back over to these guys.
Walk back out. Okay. Everyone make a investigation check. So this is your focus, so you're gonna get plus another 2.
What's the regular stat
Yeah.
for this? Is it intelligence
It's gonna be
or perception?
communication actually.
So I get an extra plus 2 to this? Oh, no, so I got
Yes.
that.
Yeah, so you're gonna generate stunt points.
Ooh.
You can use an investigation stunt if you'd like.
Oh.
5,
Well, you got doubles though.
7 plus
Sure, you
doubles.
get 1 stunt.
Well, you can that 1 stunt point, maybe
Because I
5.
got
and you
doubles
got-
on
One
yours,
stunt
so
point.
It
Plus,
means,
I mean,
it means
there's
that you look at
7.
your stunt die, and that's how many stunt points it generates.
This is a communication one, I guess.
Yeah.
What?
Where's my stunt
Oh,
die?
well, we got it.
Your stunt die is the pink one.
Oh, I thought that was the drama die.
Oh, sorry, the drama die.
Why are we rolling for this again?
So I got 4? And
This is so you guys are now pouring over your transponder logs and seeing what other information you can glean from it.
I I got a 13 plus 2 plus, wait, because it's a communication, right?
It's investigation. So it's communication plus it's your focus, so you get another 2.
Okay, so 13 plus 2, 15 plus 2, 17.
17. You are able to find the logs of the war, and you're able to see that the reactor hit critical 10 seconds before the explosion, and that there was no crew or passengers reported on the transponder. We're also able to find the information on Tina Casarano.
I thought it was Cicerino.
Yeah, that.
Cicerino.
Cesarino.
10 seconds before the explosion, you said it. No passengers.
Yep.
So what did we see on that video of like people getting exploded under the airlock?
You saw people getting exploded.
Okay. Was it from the ship or was it on the dock?
The ship exploded.
They were probably on the dock. Nobody was on the ship.
Or there was just no log of it on the ship.
There was no log of it.
And we also found what information about Tina?
So as you look at Tina's info, you find a ton of information. You find a birth log that she was born in 2323, so she's 27 years old. You see that she was registered with the Transport Union as a pilot at the age of 22. She has no criminal background, with no OPA affiliations. Her address is on the inner ring of the Eros station, which indicates that she was a lower class, because the Coriolis effect there is very, very strong. There is also no station data on her from any camera or any other log for 3 days. For anyone who doesn't know, the Coriolis effect is something that happens if you live. It actually does happen on Earth, and it's the reason that your toilet spins the water going down a certain way, or if you put water down the sink. Also, on an asteroid, if you were to live there, it would cause everything to feel slightly tilted. And if you poured water, it would go at a slight angle. I'm not going to go into why. There's no point.
Super
Oh, you taught me that, yeah.
Oh yeah, I've talked at length with you about Coriolis. However,
Sorry, I forgot.
for those of us who aren't engineering majors, the Coriolis effect is just something that you would have to deal with. And the closer you live to the center of the station, the stronger it is, and the more kind of annoying it is.
Did you say on the transponder at all where the ship was supposed to come from? Like where did it start its journey?
You can see that it started its journey at the docks and proceeded to go out and come back. However, there was no register of what ship it went to, no register of any crew or passengers.
We have a ship, right? It's not ours, of course.
You have the shuttle, the automated shuttle that was given to you by ADPR.
So we can't control it.
APDR?
Yeah.
ADPR, there we go.
Are there any other
Trade,
ships?
Disaster Prevention and Response. What?
Well, okay, I assume we're still in the room of the dude. Is there any other ships that survived in the docks?
It didn't destroy any of the ships in the docks.
Well, I think we should go out to where it ended up and come back.
What?
I'm talking to them.
I know, repeat what you said. With the GM.
I was saying,
I missed it too.
basically, what I was saying is that we should go out, because you said it went out to a certain spot, came back, but there's no record of where
That's
it
what you're
was.
saying. We should go check out where it stayed for 2 or 3 days.
Correct.
I should clarify. It went out like 16 hours ago. Went out, came back, exploded 12 hours ago. So it was not an extended trip.
Oh, well, I thought he said it was gone for 3.
There was no log of it for 3 days. Doesn't mean it was gone.
Okay.
I think I understand what's going on.
Okay.
Well, nonetheless, I think we should still head out to where it was. Maybe see if there's something out there that we could interact with at all.
Well, that's a good idea. I also think we should ask around. Maybe investigate, see if any of the crew members are still alive. There's no logs of them.
What would you guys like to do?
We should start with his plan as we're making our way to a ship.
Okay, so
Not the automated
what
one.
is your
We're ditching that
So
what
one.
do you- what do
into
you-
the well, there's like it's a station, right? So there's like people that live here and stuff,
Yes.
and there's like society. Okay. I just want to investigate, maybe ask a few people, like if they knew her, anyone on the crew, and if they knew like what they were doing in the past 3 or 4 days.
Okay.
Or just, I'll not get too specific. Just ask, probably just about her, the ship, the crew.
Okay. So what do? So you go into the docks, and there are the same thing that you saw before. Several people injured, with a few people tending to their wounds.
No, I'd go into like the into the station
Oh, into
Yeah.
the station
and just
itself.
ask around.
Okay. So you're currently in a market of some kind. There are a few different booths with different people selling food, selling themselves, selling
Seduction.
different things, illicit substances, casinos, things of that nature. What would you like to do?
They're selling whole casinos.
They're
I'm kidding.
They're running casinos.
I'm kidding. I want to buy a casino with none of the money that I have. Can I go with him and do the same thing? The
I
same
assume
thing
that
that
you're
he's
all
doing.
together.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what,
I'm just doing what he's doing. Asking
So
people.
I guess just.
All right. So there's people all around you. What do you
I'm
do?
just gonna go around and ask everybody if they know, like, if they.
don't do that. We're gonna get
Well, not
shit.
everybody. I'll pick. I'll pick like 1 in every 10 people.
Go to the sketchiest dude.
Yeah. Go to mainly illegal people because that's what this sounds like at this
Oh,
point.
Lord.
Okay. Make
Definitely
a
sounds terrible.
And
perception.
then I want to
check.
ask them if they know, like, well, whereabouts of her over the past 4 days and whereabouts of the ship. Or,
You're just gonna pick a random person.
yeah, and then whereabouts.
I gotta take a call, but I do have a focus in searching, so maybe we can do that.
Okay, so whereabouts of her, the crew, and then or the ship.
I want to do the same thing as him. So whatever he
Okay,
goes
so you
for,
guys are
I'll
just going to go up to random people and ask if they know a very specific person and anything about them on this city-sized space station
Well,
No.
on an
okay.
asteroid.
No.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm just gonna pick some random dudes.
Can I look for?
Okay, that's a fair point.
Can I be more specific and say
Well,
I
on
want
those
to look for
logs,
people that are wearing a uniform that a crew member would have? I mean, I'm a pilot. I feel like I should have seen that before.
Okay,
Is that
I'm
possible?
gonna help you out as the GM. It only ever showed that there was one crew member.
Okay, so needle in a haystack type of thing.
oh really?
Yeah,
So the ship didn't. How big was the ship?
it was a little bit bigger than a shuttle. It was just a big shuttle.
Oh, okay.
So
It only ever had one crew member,
they probably died. Maybe.
and maybe they were Tina,
Well, yeah.
the chick
I-
you're
I got-
looking for.
I
Maybe
got-
she didn't have anybody else.
I
on
got
her.
that. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay. So
Okay.
just her then, no crew.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll ask about just her and no crew.
All right. You do have her address, by the way.
Okay.
Is that on
I
the
didn't.
station?
I didn't get that.
Yeah.
Is it on the
It
station?
was on the transport.
I didn't get that one.
I heard that.
I totally told you.
You did tell it. I just didn't remember that part because there's a lot of information.
Yeah.
I really should have. All right. If I ever give you guys information like this again, I'm just gonna send it to each of your phones.
Well, we
That's
should
perfect,
we should
yeah.
be writing it down. But okay, yeah.
I have been writing everything down, and I didn't get that. Like, I have, like, full,
Shoot, yeah,
full
Tina's
notes and
info.
everything. Like, look at how pretty it is, though.
Dang.
All right. Yes, Tina's info. She was born. If you look at at her page in the
23
transponder
years
log,
old.
she's born in 2323, so she's 27 years old. Her address is on the inner ring of Eros Station. The
Oh,
whole Coriolis thing,
okay.
because that shows that she's of lower class. She registered with the transport union at the age of 22. She has no criminal background, and there's no station data on her for 3 days.
Okay.
How
I get-
long
I
was-
get- okay, now that I know that, we should go check that out. For
How
yeah.
far away is her address from us? Like walking, or
It's
do we
a
have
few
to?
levels down.
Okay.
You would have to take the tram.
I will take the tram. Do I have to pay money for the tram?
No.
I'm gonna take the tram.
Let's go do
You
that.
want to go?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so you guys look for each of you make a perception check.
I'm still trying.
Perception searching. If you have the searching token.
I'm still trying to find or figure out this universe.
10 again.
Doubles on a 6.
I
Nice.
have doubles on a 3.
Well,
Technically,
it's
this
die, I
would
think
be
it's
an
this die.
investigation encounter. However, you guys can find the entrance to the tram fairly easily. That's all I'm saying.
What a 16.
Doubles.
Yeah,
My
So
first
you
good
guys
roll.
just
I wasted on a
generated
tram.
so many freaking stunt points for this one thing. It's like, not only do you guys find the entrance to the tram station, you guys find it in a split second. It like glows for a moment. And you guys are just like, whoop, bang, the tram.
The sea of people parts.
If the sea of people parts, and there's a golden light shines down
Okay.
from the rock ceiling to highlight the way to the tram.
We're pretty good at this.
All right, so what do you guys do? You guys go to the tram.
Go to the tram.
Wait, so are my stunt points for this encounter done?
Yeah.
that
That was the entire investigation
Oh,
encounter.
amazing.
Congratulations, guys. All right, so you guys go over to the
Roll
tram,
so you can actually use this.
and you
Yeah.
and you look at the map on the wall, and you're able to see where you are and about where her address is, and you get off at the correct station. After a few moments of walking, everyone make a just a perception check.
Doubles.
Ooh, doubles.
No doubles. Disappointment.
Doubles.
Six,
Disappoint.
that's,
Doubles for a
six.
total of
trash roll.
12.
6
What
plus
is
2
perception
is
stats?
8.
Exploration?
I got 17.
Okay,
And doubles.
what'd you get?
17
17,
and doubles.
8.
I got 12 total in doubles. But,
Okay. This isn't a particular encounter right now.
This is so
we're all getting
You
good
both
rolls.
notice a few people following you out of the tram.
sad. Are they like,
However, Logan, you do not.
Yeah.
You don't know anything's happening.
It's a fantastic day.
I'm gonna make sure they notice it, but no one else does. Actually, what kind of people do they look like?
They, you would have to make a perception check to actually go and see them,
Just like over my
and it would
shoulder.
be versus their perception check to see if. Well, I guess they wouldn't care. So just make a perception check.
10.
10.
Doubles, it doesn't matter.
You're able to see that they seem to be in some sort of jumpsuit uniform, perhaps other dock workers.
yikes. I don't like this.
How
So I'm
are
gonna.
we feeling about these guys behind us?
How far back are they?
Maybe 30 feet.
Okay.
What bars are you talking about?
Just nod my head back.
Like, don't look
Yeah.
now. But
Can I roll for perception to see if I see them?
Yes.
Because he told me to nod. Or he
Make
nodded.
a perception searching check.
I don't have searching.
Then just a perception check.
Fantastic. Wow, it's a good
That's
roll.
good.
9 and 4 is 13
Yes, you see
plus.
Okay. You're good.
Yeah.
Yes, you're able to see the two follow you. And you're able, there are two people behind you definitely following you guys.
oh,
Can I
man.
do
My
like
weapon's
a,
loaded, right?
Yes,
What's their
okay.
like intent? Can I?
That would be in
Insight.
intuition,
That's just perception.
which is perception.
That's an 11.
11. You're able, you get a bad feeling from them.
Yeah. to make sure they see it, but no one else. I'm gonna do the same thing, kind of twirl my gun. Intimidating.
You're gonna try to intimidate them
Yeah.
without anybody else seeing.
I'm try.
Okay.
I'm
All
try.
right. Roll intimidation. All right. Let me think here.
Or I'm gonna
Okay,
do
so
it
step
just
one.
quickly. Yeah.
You're gonna
I'm
what?
gonna make it obvious. Yeah.
So immediately, as you pull
Just
your gun out,
over
the
the
entire
shoulder.
crowd that is looking at you immediately sees, screams, and runs away, clearing out the entire area that you're in, except for you guys
What did they
and
write?
the two thugs.
Oh, okay, they didn't roll.
Roll intimidation, chief.
Awesome. My guy would totally do that.
So let me get this straight. You just take it out of your holster and just like this.
And you do this, and everyone goes,
I
Oh,
I twirl it up and just hold it like this, yeah. And I look over my shoulder at them.
yep. And roll intimidation.
I rolled a plus strength, right?
Yeah.
10.
10.
This isn't how I was
They
anticipating this
each
encounter.
stop and pull out guns of their own.
Oh.
Roll initiative.
Oh boy, okay.
All
So
right.
this is the part where he said there would be combat.
Do we still have the stunt things from the first roll?
No.
Oh,
Yeah,
I have a question.
Okay, that's fine.
Does this?
What's initiative plus? Oh, sorry.
I
It's
got
okay.
doubles.
I was just gonna say, is there such thing as attack of opportunity in this game?
I don't believe so.
Well,
So
they
we
should
can
be 30
run
feet
away.
away from us. But
They're
yeah,
what? 30 feet away?
that's what he said.
Yeah, but they also have guns, and we probably should not.
We have guns too.
Yeah, but like running away with people shooting at us sounds like a bad time. But also, I don't know. Like,
Okay.
So I'm supposed to roll,
so-
I guess.
Not mine. I was a 5.
Oh, 5.
And I got
Okay.
What-
Everyone roll
what-
for initiative.
what is
You're
it?
gonna add it. It's a dexterity thing.
oh, okay. 13.
I'm just gonna guess 7 or 8 because that's 5.
yeah, I also got 13, but I got doubles. So does that count for anything?
What's your dexterity?
2
Oh man, you
So,
also got
7.
bonus.
or
That's
8.
8. Yeah. It's not terrible.
Wait, no. Yeah. That's 6.
Huh?
6
What?
plus 2. Yep. Doing math.
He got an
Logan?
8.
8.
I got a 13.
I also got 13.
All right. If both of you could re-roll, please.
Yeah.
You're just competing against each other.
You got doubles there.
Did you get, oh, yeah, I definitely
This,
rolled
is,
higher.
this is
I
not
got
for
doubles.
stump points. This is just.
Oh, I know. I got 4.
You guys both
I got a
doubles.
14. I got a, wait, no, 11. Which is definitely higher than 5.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So,
Boy,
all
they
right.
beat us.
So in this case, all right. So combat is going to be basically the same as in D&D. It's just a little bit more defined. So in this case, you get one major action, one minor action, and then any free actions.
Okay.
Those are on cue.
Yes. So you can.
I need to check what the heck rifle style does.
Okay, so what are we doing? Sorry, I was typing.
So 1 major, 1 minor, and then 1 reaction, you said?
one free action.
Free action, okay. And the free actions are just things that don't count for anything. They're just
I'm also gonna need to look at these.
they're right here.
Okay, but I also wanted to look at the
Oh,
combat
whoa.
stunts.
Okay.
We don't have stunts from the initiative roll, right?
Nope.
Okay. I thought so.
Actually, you know what? Yeah, for your first initiative roll, yes, it can generate stun points.
Okay, I got 3. 3, I think. So. You got doubles on that first roll?
No, I didn't.
Okay, big sad.
I got doubles on the roll against you.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's kind of useless now. But the other thing is okay.
Right. Okay. So you guys so everyone take a look at your stunts, see what you can kind of do.
I don't have any points right now.
Okay. So
Yeah,
here's
no
how.
points.
So combat in terms of what actions you can do.
Oh wait, there is a combat actions thing
Major, minor actions. I don't know how this works, so
Okay. All of you are about 10 meters apart. Everything is in metric in this, so you're 10 meters apart. 30 feet, which is about more like 9 meters, but we're just going
Whenever you guys are
I
done.
love a
Okay.
really high plus there.
So, let me know when you guys are done looking at what all you can do, and then I'm going to explain kind of how combat works in this game.
Okay. Well, I think I know what I want to do.
Okay. So,
There's a
kind of going
combat
off
traps
of what
tracker.
Aldous is doing
I don't know
because
if you need
he was
this,
the one that
but-
started this.
Yeah, they pulled guns out too.
Oh, there's
Well, they were
reactions and
separated,
minor
but you
actions,
also
too.
started it.
all right.
I didn't know there was a second one. That would have been.
Oh, there is. Okay, that's helpful.
All right. So, how combat works is very similar to how it is in D&D. You get a major, minor, and free action, except they are all defined, and one of the handouts does have them. I also have a list here. You can do a all-out attack, which is close combat. You can charge, which is going to be running at them and doing close combat. You can defend. These are all major actions. You can focus on defending yourself. You can do a melee or ranged attack. You can run, which is the equivalent of dashing. Or you could do a stunt attack, which is going to be very specific types of attacks. And it's going to be like grappling someone or grabbing someone or something like that. Minor actions, you can activate something, you can choose to aim. You can put your guard up. You can move up to your speed in meters. You can prepare, which is to set up a reaction. You can press the attack. You can ready a weapon, or you can stand firm, which is basically just standing firm. Okay, so how this is going to go is you're going to make your attack rolls, which I believe all of you rolled, and then which I believe all of you put on your sheet, your character sheet. I apologize. You're going to make those attack rolls versus the defense of the person you're attacking. Now these people, they're not wearing armor or anything. Their defense isn't too high. Okay, so you're going to make that roll. Then, if you hit, you're going to roll damage. Okay, how this works is you're going to roll whatever the damage roll is based on your weapon, and that is going to come out to a number. They are then going to subtract their toughness, which is equal to their constitution score, which is mostly 0.
What is my toughness one?
Mine's 0.
Oh no.
Then, after they
Mine's
subtract
2.
the toughness, you are going to spend fortune. Everyone starts with 15 fortune points. You're going to spend fortune, 1 per damage inflicted. Then you may also choose to take an injury or a wound, which is a condition that you can take. If you take, may I see the conditions? Sorry. If you take the injured condition, they have a -1 penalty to all tests and is fatigued, so you can't take the charge or run actions. And if you take an additional, and then if you take another injured condition, you take the wounded condition.
Sorry.
Each condition that you take subtracts 1d6 of the damage. Does that make sense?
Okay.
I think I'll just have to see it happen.
Okay, it's going to make more sense when we do it. This is going to be a fairly easy.
I just don't know what so. What is our HP?
There isn't.
Yeah, there is an HP.
Okay, so
If
it's
you
just
end up,
conditions.
so after you take, okay, so after you spend all of your fortune points
Okay.
and take all conditions,
Okay.
actually, I believe after you take all of the conditions, you are then
Unconscious.
you then are unconscious. No, you're dying. You lose 1 point of Constitution score each round on the start of your turn. When it reaches -3, you die.
Okay.
Successful first aid applied to a dying character stabilizes their condition, making them helpless, unconscious, and wounded instead.
Right.
Make sense?
Let's get into
Up
this.
first.
You.
Okay.
All right. So, all right. None of the three of you, actually, you have your pistol
Oh,
out.
we got another
Yeah.
one here.
You both do not.
Speaking of that, I'm going to use the ready action to switch to my rifle.
Okay?
The ready minor
That is the
action.
minor action. You still get a major action.
I'm going to shoot.
All right.
And we'll say the left one.
The left one. All right. Roll to hit.
Probably one of the best rolls he could have had.
Well, actually,
I mean,
I do have a big plus, but yeah, I did get doubles.
Okay.
And I'm going to need those doubles. Where's the stunt
All right.
points?
What is your roll? And keep track of how many stunt points you generate.
Well, I got 2 stunt points,
Yeah,
but I
so
rolled an 8. But
Eight.
let's see what the stunt points can do.
Keep in mind, you don't have to use them immediately. You can save them.
There
up.
you
Well,
go.
my wild
Space combat now.
guess is that an
There
8
you
is
go.
not going to hit. But
General combat. Of course, it would make sense that he'd have this epic moment where he takes out his gun and tries to intimidate the other people, and then just completely nerfs his shot.
yeah. Ooh, okay. That could work though. Okay. I'm assuming an 8 misses,
Yes.
but I'm going to use lightning attack to make a second attack.
All right.
Nice.
Roll to hit.
Much better.
That's the
Also
way, though.
doubles on a 6.
So just
Oh.
you just keep track of how many stunt points you
I
have.
used all 2, and then up to 6. Hang on.
You don't have to use them immediately. It's just the entire encounter.
I
So you
know,
can
but-
save them for later.
I may want to.
Keep in mind the adrenaline rush gains you fortune. So
Wait, what?
the adrenaline rush stunt regain fortune equal to the SP spent. Might be useful seeing as how fortune is effectively your fortunes.
Where is that?
General combat stunts. I have a list in front of me.
Adrenaline rush. Up to 3.
Yep.
That's really. So we could just use that before the end of combat and get at least 3 back. Okay.
All right, so
I
you
will.
hit.
Okay, a 21 would hit.
Yes.
Okay.
21. Yeah. What? You're over.
Plus 4.
Oh, right. You hit.
I'm
All right.
gonna, I'm
Roll
gonna,
damage.
I'm gonna spend 2 going down to 4 to do vicious blow. So I'm gonna deal 46 damage.
46 damage plus
46 plus
something.
You
plus
want
perception.
another one?
Thanks.
So Johnson's gonna kill him on his first round.
Unlikely.
I mean, maybe. Wait, 17. 18 points of damage.
18 points of damage. Okay.
Jesus.
So it's immediate. So he's immediately going to detract 2 from his toughness. So we're now at 16,
Which is still more than 15.
and then he's immediately going
Good,
to
Which for 2d6 and we did it.
take the wounded condition to take off another 2 points of damage. We're now at 14, and then okay, and then he's immediately going to spend 14 fortune.
Alright, got all of his, almost all of his fortune this time.
Or I'm sorry. How much damage did you do? I'm sorry, that's not that. You
To-
dealt
total of
18.
18.
18 minus 2 is 16. He's going to take wounded to take off 2. He's at 14. He's going to spend it. Okay. Cool. All right.
And I'm going to.
But
I
wait,
still have,
there's more.
I still have 4 stunt points.
You can wait on your stunt points. You know.
I
I'm pretty
know.
sure like a stunt a stunt is an action.
Oh, really?
I think you can only do one for me. I'm gonna double check. Because, yeah, sorry, this is a little bit slow.
It's all
a little
good.
bit.
It's hard learning a new
Yeah.
combat system.
The stunts are pretty cool
We're
though.
having
This is
fun.
nothing
Not
like
gonna lie.
5e. No, the stats are cool. That was pretty fun to do the good cop, bad cop thing. But
Only once in a round.
Okay.
Although you may combine 2 or more different stunts as long as they make sense. So yeah, it makes sense for you to do a vicious attack and a lightning attack or whatever. So that's fine. However, that's
Oh, so combining 2 with 1 action is fine, but doing multiple as separate things
yes.
is
So
okay.
you saying I'm going to do vicious blow
with lightning attack.
with lightning attack, that makes sense. So it's fine.
Okay.
But you then saying I'm going to
Another
do
one.
something else, that's not okay.
Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
Lambda.
All right.
Well, I have
so
movement, right?
you that nope. You did your minor action. Moving is a minor action.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't see
All
that.
right, so this is going to
Yeah,
shoot it on
that's,
over to Axel.
move,
Axel,
yeah.
what do you do?
I am sorry. I don't have the. I was looking at.
Sorry, I didn't even describe what happened. Don't you do that? So, Alden, after you flip your pistol up and cause everyone to run away, you immediately put it back into your holster, slinging your rifle from around your back, taking aim and firing. The thug immediately takes it straight into the shoulder, backing up a little bit. However, he is not down.
Okay, so we can do a major attack, a minor attack, and then
Major action,
Oh,
minor
sorry.
action.
Sorry.
Yes.
yes, actions. And then like
And then a free action.
okay, what are free actions? as
They're
well?
just crap that I determine isn't a major or minor action.
Okay, so like maybe movement.
No, movement is a minor action.
Oh, all right. Well, I didn't even see that.
It takes a negligible amount of time.
I'm having a time. Okay.
It's okay, this is a new combat system.
I
didn't
was
expect this to
gonna
work.
ready my weapon. I'm gonna draw out my pistol,
Okay, that is your minor action.
and then I'm gonna. Sorry. I'm gonna. Where did it go? I was looking at something. Okay. I'm gonna make a ranged attack at whichever one is closest to me.
They're both the same distance.
Okay.
Left or right?
Which one did he attack?
The left.
Okay.
Yeah. And so he's just been shot. the left
Okay. Sorry, I thought you meant.
Yes, the left one's been shot.
Okay, I'll point at the right one and shoot, or attempt to shoot.
Alright, roll to hit.
Yeah. Ooh, I got doubles, but I got 8.
8. You immediately pull out your pistol and take aim. However, as you fire, you hit something. You hit the hallway behind, causing a jet of steam to exit from a pipe somewhere
Oh,
Okay.
nice.
behind you guys. However, that is your turn. This is going to shoot it over
I have
to.
5 stunt points at the moment. Okay.
Well, just let me know if you want to use your stunt on your
Yeah, of
turn,
course,
but you
of
do
course.
have to be.
I'm just like, hang on.
All right. So the one who just got shot is immediately going to take aim with his pistol
So 4.
and fire at Alden, who fired at him. Alden, what is your defense?
Yeah.
all this.
Aldous.
Sorry. Something.
I keep thinking that one too, and I'm like, wait, it's not that.
My defense is 11.
Is 11. Okay. Give me 1 sec. I lost my page with.
Defense 11, toughness 0. This should work out.
It's not that. That. Okay. 6 plus 3. He hits.
Okay.
Alright, he's going to deal 2d6. Alright, 4 plus 1. So he's immediately going to fire back at you, and you take 5 damage. What do you do?
5. I subtract my 0 toughness from that.
Yep.
Well, I can just take it as 5 fortune, right?
Mhm.
Okay, I'll do that.
All right.
So
So
take a condition yet from it.
after slinging out your rifle and firing it at the thug, he immediately takes in the shoulder before reaching up and firing at you as well. You're able to kind of dodge out of the way just as he fires, and you only take a slight graze to the arm. All right, the second thug is now going to fire at Axel, who fired at him. He's going to pull out his gun and fire at you. What
my
is
God.
your
Scary. Defense?
Yep.
11.
11? He hits. He's also going to make a vicious attack using 2, and he's also going to make a second attack for another 2.
Oh my god.
But the first one is going to be the vicious one.
So what happens?
So he's going to roll 3d6 plus 1 for damage. Oof, so that's 13 damage on his first, and another 8, so a total of 21 damage.
And where does that go?
Do you have to roll to hit for the second attack?
Oh, I do have to roll it for the second attack. Never mind. So if that last one hits, it'll be 8 damage. Second attack. It does not hit.
Okay.
So you take
You said 13.
13 damage.
And how do I take that again? Sorry.
So step 1, subtract your toughness.
12.
Okay, now you can spend fortune or take an injured or wounded condition for 1d6 each.
Okay. Sorry, I'm like.
So if you take an injured condition, it's -1 to everything. And if you take a wounded, it's like another -1. But you can, but you roll a die, and that's how many damage you roll.
So if I take 5 with fortune, is that so?
You're at 12.
You roll a d6 and you can
Oh.
subtract that much.
Okay. Just one.
If you're taking a condition.
1. Are you going to take the injured condition?
Sure. So,
Okay, so it's -1 to every roll, I believe.
It's not letting me press it. Hold on, sorry. Why isn't it letting me press it?
Injured. You have a -1 to all tests and is fatigued.
Okay.
Are you sure you want to take it?
Not
Does
really.
fatigue
So how do I-
mean-
Then you can spend fortune.
Okay.
You have
I
12
don't think it's
points to spend.
Fatigue.
I'm sorry, you have 12 damage you have to get rid of.
So if I do like 10 on fortune.
Is tired and cannot take the charge or run actions.
So
Okay.
you still have to roll one. You have to get rid of all 12
Exhausted.
or you die.
Okay, I'm just confused as to like
Exhausted
how.
character. Severely
So if
fatigued.
I
have
Speed is
two
halved. Can't take charge or run.
You can
Gosh,
spend
oh my
fortune,
God.
Okay, I know
or you
that.
can
So
take
Becomes
a condition.
helpless.
let's say I take 8
I
with
think
fortune.
all of doing
You can
it.
choose to take a condition
Okay.
first.
That's
Okay,
hilarious.
let's do that
That's-
then.
that's
So injured,
interesting,
And then
okay.
I also get fatigue.
Yeah,
So
hilarious.
this one you
So you're
just
injured,
freaking
so roll a
die.
d6.
Okay.
Like the
yes.
way
So you have 9 left.
Okay.
So you have to either take another condition or spend 9 fortune.
I can spend 9 fortune.
Okay, let's spend 9 fortune.
Okay.
You are now injured and fatigued,
Okay.
but you're alive.
And fatigue just means you can't charge or run.
Okay.
And injured means that you're hurt. It
Yeah.
takes a
Injured
minus,
means
minus
it's minus
one
one
to
to
all
every
tests. Yeah.
So after you shoot at the thug on the right, he immediately pulls out his pistol and fires twice. The first one lands in your shoulder, knocking you back a step. However, that step that you take allows him to miss for his second shot. Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. This is immediately going to shoot it on over to Logan. Logan, what do you do?
I'm holstered, right? Like my pistol's holstered right now.
Yep.
Okay. So I'm gonna take it out, and I'm gonna. This would be a ranged attack, I guess. So I'm gonna do just a ranged attack after I take it out.
All right. Roll to hit. Which one? Left or right?
I'm gonna go with left one.
Okay.
So 3d6 plus 1. So it's 6 and 3 is 9 plus 1 is 10.
You miss.
I miss. Shoot. No doubles, no nothing. That's a bummer.
All right, so you immediately pull out your pistol and fire. However, your shot goes wide, ricocheting off of the ceiling. All right, it shoots it back on over to Alden. Alden, what do you do?
Aldous.
Aldous, sorry.
That's all good. Well, I actually have a minor action now, so.
What would the taking with the Slavia, that be prepared as the minor action?
What?
Would taking the pistol out be prepared?
That would be ready.
Ready.
Oh, that'd be ready.
Well, I already have my
Oh.
rifle out. So
You only get one minor action, okay.
I guess I will. I'll actually. Oh, wait, no, that's not a good idea. Oh. I will take the aim minor action.
Okay. All right.
So
you
it's
get
an extra plus
one.
one. So this will be a +5. I'm going to fire at the same guy I shot before. I believe that was the left.
Yep.
Okay. There's the 4 points left. Okay. That is. Oh yes, please. Oh, there's more. There's gun stunts. I didn't even see this.
Yeah, there's a ton of stunts, man.
What does damage being penetrating mean?
Yeah, that was what I was going to use next.
It means. I believe it means that it ignores penetrating damage. It ignores a character's toughness. They have a toughness of 2.
Where's the? Oh, that's.
Sorry, I was looking at it.
Oh wait, no. No, you're good. There's one shoot. Oh wait, no. This says double. This is both sides. Okay. Does a 15 hit?
Yes.
Okay. I'll just do the normal damage. This guy has 1 fortune left. How much is that? 15. Well, 16.
16 points of damage. All right, so he's immediately going to take a wounded condition to take off 5 points, so he's now at 11. Or he's going to subtract 2, so 9. And he only has 3 left, so you're immediately going to take out your. So you take your rifle. You take one moment as he's firing at someone else, and you pull the trigger. The bullet going straight through his head, not racking his head back as he falls over to the ground.
Sick.
Dead.
Lightning attack and shoot the other guy.
All right.
So
You still have enough stun points for that?
I have 4 more, and that'll use 2 of them.
All right. Roll the hit.
We have +4. Does a 12 hit?
12 does hit. All right.
Oh gosh. Another 16 points of damage.
16 points of damage.
Does rolling doubles on
Subtract
damage
that.
count?
Huh?
Does rolling doubles on damage count? I rolled a triple.
No.
Okay.
That's cool. All right. So after you shoot the first, you immediately go and fire at the second, who takes it in the shoulder. You're immediately going to take the injured condition to take off 5. It was what, 16? Yeah.
So down to 11.
Now it's down to 9 because of the toughness. He's immediately going to take the wounded condition. Can I see the conditions, please?
Yeah.
So I just instantly make him take 2.
Is this the other dude?
Yeah. This is the other dude. He's immediately going to also take the wounded condition to take off another 4. And he's going to spend 5 fortune.
So we took 2 conditions.
This is fortune out right now?
It's not a liberty for you to say.
Okay.
All right, this shoots it on over to Axel. Axel, what do you do?
Sorry, it's just a lot of these are like if your opponent has lost half or
Oh,
more.
it is not half.
Okay.
Finish
It
him
is above
off.
half. All right, Axel, what do you do? Or Axel, what do you do? God damn it, I'm trying to.
You're right. That's right.
For
First
Logan,
day.
I know, but
Yes. It's like the first day of school.
I know, right?
I'm gonna use the what was it? Aim minor action. So it gives me a +1 bonus on my attack roll. If,
Okay,
Yeah.
so that's going to cancel out the injury condition.
Yeah. And then I was gonna spend 5 of my stun points, which is all of them, to do a lethal blow on the
Okay.
enemy.
All right.
And it lets me inflict an extra 2d6 damage. On
Yep.
this attack.
All right, roll to hit.
Do I add anything to the hits?
I don't think
It's whatever you
on
wrote
this
down.
combat.
Yeah, I forgot.
Yes.
Sorry. Shit.
You don't have to use a lethal blow.
Huh?
You don't have to use the lethal blow for this.
Oh, okay, that works well.
I'll be nice.
That's a good code.
7, 8. Sorry, 8.
So 8. You immediately take aim again, clutching your injured shoulder. However, you're now using your offhand, and so your shot goes wild. Goes wide.
That is
Sorry.
a good question though. So if we do a plus to damage like that, are we supposed to say it before we
I'd
roll to
say
hit or
do
before we
it
roll
after you
damage?
hit.
Okay.
Do it after you.
Okay.
So
After
before
you
we
hit.
before we roll damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
So after you roll to hit, then say, okay, I'm going to use a lethal blow. Okay. All right. Now this is going to shoot it on over to the one thug who is remaining. He's immediately going to aim his pistol at the person who killed his friend, and is going to take aim. All right. Does a 13 hit? Oh wait, no, he doesn't get that +2. Does a 11 hit?
It meets.
It needs to hit in this one.
Okay.
All right. So he is going to use the he's going to use the vicious blow in this case and deal 3d6 damage. All right. So you immediately take 14 damage. What do you do?
14. I will. What do the conditions do again? I guess I'll take the injured, which is the -1, right? Okay. And then. Oh boy. Okay. Well, okay, if I have 0 fortune, does that mean anything? Because I roll the 4.
It means you can't spend any money.
Well, I roll the 4, so then I could subtract 10, then I'd be fine, right? Well, I
Yeah.
roll the 4 to take the
If you have
injured.
no more fortune, it just means that everything after that's going to be taking a condition or you dead.
Okay. I will go down to 0 fortune, and I roll the 4, so I subtract it to 10, and then I use the rest of fortune.
Yep. All right. So
And
you're still in this,
I'm injured.
but now you're injured.
Yeah.
So immediately, this shot from the one thug remaining catches you in the side, and you look down to see blood on your hand. However, you're not taking enough for it to be life-threatening yet. All right. This shoots it on over to you, Aldous. Or no, Logan. Logan, what do you do?
I'll do minor action aim and then range attack again.
All right. Roll to hit with a +1.
Or I'll just do that. Yeah, range attack. So +1 to attack.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So it's technically a +2 because I already have a +1. So 6, 4, so 11 plus 2 is 13. Okay,
Roll damage.
2d6 plus 2, 5, 7.
7. He's going to spend fortune points to get rid of all of them. While the shot does hit, he is again able to kind of dodge out of the way right as you fire, and it only is a glancing blow. It doesn't seem to hinder him at all. This is going to shoot it back on over to Aldous. Aldous, what do you do?
I am going to.
just tried to grab
I'll
it
take-
and see it.
So do the one. No, the one I want to do this time is the. What is it? Yeah, I want to do. So you said stunts have to be an action,
Mhm.
or they have to be done along with an action.
Yeah.
So the adrenaline rush. When would I do that?
That would be your action.
Oh, would be my action to do that. Okay. So there's no way I could shoot an adrenaline.
I would
rush?
say actually, I'll let that one be a free action.
Okay. So if it's a free action, I can do it at any point in my turn, then, right?
Mhm.
Okay. I will aim and shoot then as minor action.
All right, go ahead.
And I get a -1, right?
Yep.
So that effectively cancels out the aim,
Mhm.
giving me a 13.
13 hits, roll damage.
Okay. And then before I do that, I'll go ahead and do the adrenaline rush for 2 fortune
Okay.
for the rest of my points. And then 3d6 plus perception.
More than 5.
13.
All right, you immediately take one final shot at the thug, who takes it straight in the neck. He clutches at his throat for a moment before sagging to his knees, blood spurting out as he suffocates to death.
You get both the kill.
All right, all of you have been not having a good time.
Immediately, are there guards coming? Or anything like that?
Yes, the not at the moment. However, this entire interaction only happened in 20 seconds.
Okay.
It was boom, boom, boom,
So
boom,
is it
boom,
pretty much
done.
just no one's around?
No
Just
one ran
everybody's-
for cover. No one
Yeah.
decided this. It was just bullet after bullet. The crowd around you has run away. A few people are still cowering in fear, and that's it.
So there's no guards inside or anything?
Or not yet. No,
Okay.
it's been 20 seconds.
I'm immediately going to run up and investigate their bodies, definitely taking their guns.
All right. All right, you take both of their guns. Congratulations, you now have 2 other pistols. And
Are they pretty much the same as the one I have?
I'm going to give them a quality.
Ooh, okay.
Well, it's
Or,
gonna be a
yeah,
good
okay,
quality.
well, equality is equality.
You get 1 more bullet in the magazine. That's all you got.
Yeah, their ammo as well.
Problem is, I can't Google anything for this one because there's not a ton of info on them.
Qualities.
Can you change the music now? It's making me anxious.
No.
No, please.
Uh-huh.
I don't want it.
We're gonna say that one of
The
them
same chord
is
over and over again for the last
a,
2
It
hours.
feels like freaking who's it, the
is
Michael
a
Myers?
shoddy gun. So where
Yeah.
social and role playing tests are noteworthy.
Oh, okay.
Like if you try to intimidate someone with
Or
this
that
weapon,
one.
it would be bad. If everyone can tell, it's just a bad
Okay.
one, and
Yeah.
the other one is unreliable.
Okay.
Is
If-
there-
If a test involving the item fails and a drama die is 3 or less, it just fucking stops working.
Oh, nice.
Is there anything we can do to heal our injuries or
I have a med kit, but
um,
after I'm done searching these guys.
All right, so you ran up to investigate them. Does anyone else do that?
yeah, let's
All right, how do you investigate them?
I stand there.
Well, I just check their pockets,
do they have
see what they have, or like a backpacker. Yeah, their hand terminals. Yeah,
Hand
I will
terminals.
take those too.
All
I'm
right,
just gonna search
Roll-
for
Just going naked in the street.
Hell yeah, okay.
both of you
Yeah,
roll the search.
Provision service.
Oh gosh, I roll doubles, but not very good doubles.
So you do get an investigation point then.
Well, hang on. Wait, where is the investigation ones? That's combat.
All the handouts are
Down
kind of
here.
all over the place.
Yeah.
11 plus.
They're hard to pick up off the table.
Since I have the
No.
searching perception thing, do I also get an extra +2 or what?
Investigation stuff.
Yeah,
So I
you
can use this one and
Okay,
this one.
so 11 plus 4,
So you find that on both of them, they each have a OPA tattoo on their forearm, covered up by their suits. You're able to find their terminal and some sort of ID chip. However, every time you scan their ID chip, it comes up with a different ID.
Oh, so like a fake ID.
I'm gonna lie, I'm standing there. I'm gonna join him.
Are you looking as well, or what?
Sure, I'll look as well.
Oh,
Right, roll investigation.
Investigation.
I'm gonna do.
Searching, I should say,
Well,
which is perception.
I'm taking a wild guess. I fail with a like 5,
15.
but
Yeah, you're able to find their answer.
I got a double, so I am gonna use flashback.
Okay, what does that do?
This test reminds you of something you forgot. The GM reveals the identity or existence of another source of information you didn't know about.
You remember that the OPA has a ton of different cells, and that so that this is probably the work of maybe Amy Ostman, who the dock worker said does similar things.
Okay.
to
So I assume
this
she
type of
like
thing.
they sent these guys after
Yes,
us.
you're gonna assume that whoever did this probably sent these guys after you.
And my first guess is Amy.
And your first guess is Amy Ostman. Okay.
I got a 15, by the way.
You're also able to find the OPA tattoos, but that's about it.
Okay, so I have 2 thug hand tournaments. And did they have anything else interesting on them other than the OPA tattoos, or pretty much nothing? Like
That's great. Well, let's get going.
yeah, immediately. Just
Yeah.
We'll go into like some alley or something, and we'll try to use the med kit.
All right. Then all of you roll stealth, which is dexterity.
But also -1 because I'm injured, right?
Yep. If you're injured,
Just
or any
what
of
I
that,
roll.
oh my
I got
god.
doubles.
I also got doubles.
You missed 6. Dang.
Is there a stealth stunt? Eventually, we'll
Got
just learn all
15
these.
again.
General stunts, probably.
General combat, grappling. I thought there was infiltration, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
sure.
above. That's there.
Okay.
Okay, well, I got
So that, yeah, I'm just gonna do just a shadow. I'm gonna spend all 5 of my stunt points for 16. I'm gonna do just a shadow and spend all of my stunt points to get a 16.
Okay. You see a few police officers come by and begin investigating the bodies. However, none of them notice you.
Awesome.
All of us?
None of you.
And then while we are hidden, I will try to use the medkit.
All right. So
Whoever is most wounded
I'm
first.
gonna. Is it okay if I do an action? Or?
Oh yeah, you got stunts for 6.
Yeah,
You got
I got
6.
6 stunts. So, I rolled a 15, by the way. I'm gonna do It Wasn't Me, and
Oh, that's pretty sick.
so I don't know what evidence I could leave on them, but I would like to leave, if I can choose, I'd like to leave some sort of evidence saying that they started the fight.
Well, he just says that the culprit was leave evidence that another character is responsible.
For the results of your test, such as breaking and entering, cheating at cards,
Or killing
or
them.
uploading a computer virus. All failed tests to investigate the truth reveal that person as the culprit, and such tests suffer a -2 penalty.
So he essentially leaves something saying it wasn't us. Okay.
So
Right.
you immediately know what you would do. You took their guns, Chief.
Well, this is him.
I know, but you took their guns. They don't have guns, and they were shot. You
Okay.
immediately exposed their OPA tattoos, which indicates that they're probably terrorists.
Okay, good. And then I have 2 more. I don't like any of these.
Well, I thought you could. Well, I don't know.
You don't have to use them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you could do just a shadow to add 2 to your stealth, but he already said we weren't seen, so.
I'm just not going to spend them. I have 2 left.
I think you lose them immediately after we're done.
That's
So,
fine.
I dropped it down.
It's right there. dropped another one.
Get them later. I have more.
Okay.
It's okay. Yep, I still have the exact same.
Fantastic.
They're my big sets.
Just don't forget that they're there.
Yeah,
One's under the curtain, and
I've
the other one's
dropped,
right
I've
next
dropped
to
the
you.
full set of times.
You're doing great.
Okay, so you try to heal.
Whoever's more injured. I don't know
I have
what condition.
I'm not injured at all.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
And
so
I
you're
have
gonna.
the injured condition.
Okay, so you're
I
gonna.
don't think I can heal fortune. But
No, you can take off the injured condition by making an intelligence medicine check.
okay.
Can I do that too, even though I don't have?
You do not have a. I mean, you can.
Well, I can
try.
Can I hand them the med kit?
Yeah, you guys both can. You have a med kit in your party.
Okay.
Okay.
So we can work together.
Yeah.
Is there any
I'd
bonuses
say you
for
guys
that?
just both do it.
Okay. And that's
Oh, geez, that's really good.
All right, you got it. So
I rolled
you
almost
take
not.
off the injured condition. However, you do not regain any fortune.
Oh, me?
Is there
But
something,
yes, you
is there
are
something
already
cool I
injured.
can do with doubles on that? Is there is there
There's not
is there
really
healing
a,
stuff or no?
there's not really a stunt that you can do here. However, I'll say that while you're doing it, you also
Oh, on myself.
help
Okay.
yourself out.
Okay, so I lose the injured condition.
Yes.
Okay, thanks.
All right. What do you guys do?
the coast is clear, right? Okay. I'd say let's go take off running towards the
We don't need to run.
address.
We snuck past.
But
Well,
running is fun. I don't know.
I'll make a perception check back over there.
Mhm. All right. Roll perception. Then.
Does it become normal again? Are there people?
It's gonna be intuition. All right. No, just perception.
That's 14.
14. Yes, you're able to tell that they are.
Taken.
Yeah, they're. It's not normal yet, but no one's looking in your guys' direction.
So no, it's still like an empty space. But,
Like there are still police officers investigating bodies,
okay.
and they've set up a crime scene. However, no one's looking at you guys specifically. No one's looking for you
Okay,
guys.
so we can just walk normally, don't pay
Yeah.
attention.
Walk normally to the address.
All right, so you guys walk to the address,
10:30.
and yeah, we're gonna cut it there because it is late at night, and I work really well.
Alright.
Yeah, thank you guys for trying out this Expanse RPG. It was it's definitely weird. It's definitely slow. We did not make it through the first
I actually
session,
thought it was pretty cool.
but I like it. You guys got most of the way through the session, and so I'll be able to kind of like cutting it off there is perfectly fine.
Okay, cool.
This was fun.
Yeah.
The stunt system is really cool.
I think the stunt system is really cool.
I like it.
What I would recommend is go through the list of all of the combat stunts
Okay.
Yeah.
and pick 3
They're just like your favorites.
that are your favorites.
Okay. And then just use those.
Yes.
That makes sense.
And that's just what I'd recommend to keep combat not going as a total slog.
Yeah.
Because it's like, all right, I'm going to use a stunt.
And where can we find the things? Do you want to just can
I
we
would
just take a
say
picture and
I'll
we'll just throw it in
send
the
a
chat?
picture of them in the
Okay.
chat. Next session, you guys will continue this mystery and hopefully find out what caused this attack and perhaps why it was smaller than it should have been, why a warning was sent out prior, or maybe it will just lead you to more questions.